And a very vital element for success is honoring our parents. There is a blessing to those who honor their parents, and there is a curse for those who don't. And that is important for us to recognize. While we remain grateful to those who fought for the survival of our polity, we all must be willing to participate in our fledgling democracy and save our nation from the barrage of stubborn plutocratic oligarchy perpetuated by men of yesterday. To do this, we must remember the following. Number one, your capital is your mind. The most important capital that you require is not money. It's your mind that determines whether you will be a success in life or whether you be a failure. Because with your mind, you can change everything else. Secondly, you have to realize that ideas are more valuable than money. Money is a slave of ideas. If you nurse your ideas long enough and discipline yourself in the direction of your ideas, money cannot be prevented from coming to you. Polish your ideas. Refine your ideas. We need dreamers for tomorrow. We need dreamers in the field of medicine. There are some of us who are willing to support and sponsor research in education and Medicare. I am very willing and ready, and I've started out already. And I'm calling on you. For those of you who presently can do it, let's begin to put resources together and sponsor research so that our country can have something to boast of. The three major things that plague our country today are corruption, which is being fought, thank God, junk journalism, which is as terrible as corruption, and thirdly, robbery. And you know what? I'm going to be inspiring you. I'm going to be seeding you. I'm going to be talking until you find how to cure cancer. They said sub-Saharan Africa is suffering the most from HIV and AIDS. You will discover the cure for HIV/AIDS. Are you hearing me? The Bible says where sin did abound, grace did much more abound. Which means if Africa is suffering so much from HIV/AIDS, the solution must come from Africa. Education is important. The next wave of leadership will not tolerate the uneducated. When leaders meet internationally, what are you going to be saying? We're talking about Sarah Global Fora, where you are expected to speak intelligently and to communicate the vision of your nation and to the rest of the world. Primary 6 will not be enough. Listen, every one of you that has gone to school, if you have graduated from a university or college of education or technology, you are quotable. That means you have a right to say what you want to say. You have the brain. You can be quoted. You are an authority because you have read and have the mind to understand. That's why you went to school. Now give the nation what you've got. It's time for the nation to receive from you. You've gone, you've come back, you're out of school now. Welcome, but deliver now. Have you heard me? Don't let anybody despise your abilities. Make sense. You can talk for the country. We need a new kind of leadership to modernize Africa. You don't hear much about Africa when you're in Nigeria. You only hear about Nigeria and then of course mainly our various ethnic enclaves. But you need to understand there's a continental dream. We have to think beyond our borders. There are vast opportunities around Nigeria and beyond. And that's why you have to begin to think of a new kind of leadership. And then get ready for idea exchange across continental Africa. You must believe in your ideas. You must believe in your mind. Become positive, become creative, become resolute, become decisive. Keep your mind busy with new ideas, new dreams. We need new leadership in banking and various opportunities in transport. Ted Turner had a dream of a news network that will go around the world. He said, I will influence the world. He's done it. There you have CNN. It started out as a dream. Bill Gates chose to influence the whole world with his own kind of computers. He chose what he wanted. He's done it. It always begins with a dream. If you are disciplined enough to pursue your dream, nothing has been created in the world to stop your dream from coming to pass. Every child is important. By November of this year, which is just next month, we will have 2.5 or 2.56 million registered members. We cannot keep quiet in 2007. We are watching the candidates closely. We will swing the votes. No rigging will succeed this time. By 2007, we're looking at 5 million. I said it will depend on what we say. But we are growing and expanding. We will completely overwhelm them. When I was in my first year in the university, let me tell you what happened. And our preaching became very influential. The Students' Union government recognized that we were not there for nothing. The guy who was running for presidency, he had to come and see me in my room. I asked him questions. I said, why do you want to be president? I needed cogent reasons from him. We are not as powerless as some people think. We will swing the votes. We will change how things are done in our country. So come 2007, it is what we say that will come to pass. There will be no surprise candidates.
Saint Andrew the Heavenly.